Ano ang mga tamang sagot at paano sagutan ang mga tanong sa ating problem-solving quiz? Pag-usapan natin yan sa video na ito. Hi there and welcome to Team Laika, where we try to help you prepare better for your next exam. And this is, I would say, yung last video sa ating problem-solving mini-series. It's a 6-part series, so if you haven't seen the other videos yet, go ahead and watch those first. You can also access the free quiz doon sa link that I mentioned in the 6th video. After you finish that quiz, balikan nyo na lang ito kasi dito sa video na ito, i-explain ko kung paano makuha yung mga sagot doon sa quiz na iyon. Okay? I'm happy to report that most of the people who took the quiz, so I'm assuming natapos na yung series, ay nakuha ng tama. Ang lahat, kung hindi man, halos lahat ng mga tanong sa quiz na ito. Pero dahil meron pa rin mga mali, pag-usapan natin kung saan sila posibleng nagkamali. Okay? So this problem set has 7 questions. 7 questions na related sa isa't isa. And that's the key when it comes to this type of quiz. Gusto ko talaga matest kung ano yung pagkakaintindi ninyo. So this is all about comprehension, a little bit of critical thinking kasi may mga tricky parts dito. And of course, yung skills ninyo pagdating sa basics ng math. Let's start with question number 1. Sabi doon sa tanong, the farm produced 2,000 kilograms of fruits. At if 800 kilograms of those were lemons, how many were calamansi? Now, of course, medyo madali itong tanong na ito. All we have to do is to figure out kung anong ibabawas natin sa alin. Yung 2,000 ay yung total. So, kung gusto mong gawan ng equation ito, we can write 2,000 kilograms ay equal sa 800 kilograms ng lemons. At hindi natin alam kung ilan yung kilograms ng calamansi. Now, sa algebra, we're just going to move yung 800 sa kabilang side. Or, pwede na rin, and this is how most kids are taught these days, ibabawas lang natin yung 800 sa parehong side. So, we are left with 2,000 minus 800 is 1,200 is equal to, this will just be 0, plus x, or this will just be x. Ito yan, yung calamansi. So, alam na natin, again, yung calamansi ay 1,200 kilograms. That is the answer. Now, of course, tinuro ko rin sa inyo na hindi nyo naman kailangan na mag-come up with a solution like that or an equation like that. Pero kung tatagalugin nyo or itatranslate ninyo sa kung ano yung mother tongue ninyo, maintindihan nyo rin na kung 2,000 yung lahat-lahat na yon, at 800 ang lemons, ibabawas ko yung 800 para makuha ko kung ilan yung calamansi. And you will still get 1,200. So again, whether you wrote it like this or just went straight to 2,000 minus 800, the answer would be the same. It should be the same, 1,200 kilograms. Now that's an easy na intro dito. Let's move on to question number 2. Pahirap ng pahirap yung mga tanong sa series na ito, pero madali pa itong number 2. Sabi dito, if 200 kilograms of each type is always stored every harvest and not sold, how many kilograms of calamansi will be sold? Now, sabi dito, and these are the important details, 200 kilograms daw of each type is stored. Ibig sabihin siya ay tinatago or tinatabi sa bawat na harvest time. So, how many kilograms of calamansi will be sold? Carrying over yung sagot natin kanina, which is 1,200 yung current na calamansi. Kung ibabawas natin dito, yung itatago na 200 kilograms, ilan ang ibebenta? So that would be 1,000 kilograms will be sold. Medyo madali pa ito. Next question tayo. Dito tayo sa question number 3. Sabi dito, if all the fruits for sale are sold, how much will the farm's sales be? Now, tandaan natin, na binigay na sa atin kung gaano karami yung lemons, gaano karami yung calamansi, at yung fact na babawasan pa ito bago ibenta. Meron kang 800 kilograms ng lemons at 1,200 kilograms ng calamansi. Babawasan ko sila ng tig 200 na itatago. So I will only have 600 kilograms of lemons and 1,000 kilograms of calamansi. So, anong gagawin natin? Yung 600 na lemons ay multiply natin sa presyo niya na 240 per kilogram Tapos idadagdag natin siya doon sa 1,000 kilograms ng kalamansi na imumultiply naman natin doon sa presyo niya na 80 pesos per kilo. So isosolve lang natin ito. Mas madali itong right side, no? 80 times 1,000, this is just 80,000 pesos. Na idadagdag natin sa 240 times 600. 24 na lang times 6, that is 120 plus another 24, so 144. 1, 4, 4, tas yung tatlong zero na yan, 1, 2, 3. So that is 144,000 pesos. Kung naguluhan kayo kung paano ko yun sinolve, meron tayong video on how to multiply big numbers. And of course, yung threshold number natin multiplying by 5. Those techniques are covered sa other videos natin. Pakihanap na lang. I-add na lang natin ito. 144,000 plus 800. That is going to give us 224,000 pesos. Question number 4. And this question is where most people got it wrong. Nagulat ako kasi ina-expect ko na dun sa bandang dulo mag-fall apart yung things. Pero sa question number 4, doon nangyari yung mas marami ang mali kaysa sa tama. So pag-usapan natin. Now, isa-isayin natin yung details dito. Sabi, if the farm doubled what they produced from last season, how many more kilograms of fruits were sold this time? Now, if the farm doubled what they produced from last season, so ibig sabihin na kino-compare natin ay yung 2,000, the total ngayon, again, made up of 800 kilograms na lemon at 1,200 na kalamansi. Ito yung now, this season. Pero last season, the number would be smaller. Kasi nga, nadoble nila ngayon. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? If this was double of kung ano yung nakuha nila last season, or ito ay times 2 nung nakuha nila last season, ilang kilos ang nakuha nila last time? The answer would be just 1,000 kilos. Kasi nadoble nila para lumabas yung 2,000 ngayon. So again, bakit 1,000? Kasi 1,000 times 2 is 2,000, which is yung nangyari ngayon. So anong hinahanap? Sabi dito, how many more kilograms of fruits were sold this time? Gaano karami yung naidagdag sa binenta ngayon kaysa last time? Now, important dito to note two things. Ang tanong is how many more, and ang tanong ay were sold. Balikan natin yung question number 2. Sa question number 2, sinabi doon that 200 kilograms of each type is always stored. Every harvest. Ibig sabihin, kung ginawa nila ito ngayon, ginawa rin nila ito dati. This time, yung 2,000 kilograms na yan, ay nabawasan ng 200 each. So, ang binenta nila now ay 1,600 kilograms ng fruits. Last time naman, dahil nagbawas din sila ng 200 na lemon at 200 na calamansi, that would just be 600 kilograms last season. So, anong pinagkaiba nila? How many more yung binenta ngayon? Well, we can solve it by subtracting 600 from 1,600 or asking ourselves, ano ba yung dadagdag ko sa 600 para maging 1,600? And the answer would be 1,000 kilos. So, dapat klaro na iba yung fruits that were produced and fruits that were sold. Yung sold, that is after taking 200 kilos of each kind. Question number 5 na tayo. Sabi, assuming that the price will not change, how many more kilograms of calamansi do they need to sell next season to bring in more money than lemon harvest this season? Sa tanong nito, 42% of the people got it right. Again, mas mababa pa rin kaysa sa mga nagkamali. And we need to take note of a few important details dito. Sabi dito, we're assuming that the price will not change. Ibig sabihin yung 80 kilograms per kilo ng calamansi at 240 kilograms ng lemon ay pareho. Ang tanong is, eto na naman, how many more kilograms of calamansi do they need to sell next season? And ang hinahanap natin ay to bring in more money than lemon harvest this season. Important to note the word more. We'll talk about that later. So, isolve muna natin siya. Ang hinahanap natin ay yung comparison nung lemon harvest this season, kung magkano kinita doon, at yung kailangan na mangyari next season sa calamansi. So, magkano muna ba yung lemon harvest this season? Babalikan natin yung numbers natin. Meron ng 800 kilos ng harvest na lemon, pero babawasan natin yun ng 200 na itatago. So, ibig sabihin nun, meron tayong 600 kilograms of lemons na minultiply nga natin kanina doon sa 240 pesos per kilogram. Nasagot na natin ito, the answer is 144,000 pesos. So, ang goal natin is that the calamansi next season has to be higher than 144,000. Now, dito na papasok yung, actually, hindi to equality. Kasi more ang sinabi. So, this is actually an inequality. Meron na tayong video series on inequalities. If you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and watch that too. Pero basically, ang magiging equation natin dito, how many more calamansi? So, currently, ang nabenta nila, 1,000 kilos. Plus, kung ano yung idadagdag natin or ilan pa ang kailangan na ma-harvest nila next season pambenta, multiplied by the 80 pesos per kilo ng calamansi. And this right here needs to be more than 144,000. So, isosolve na natin siya. Again, using algebra, we're going to just distribute this. So, you have 80,000 plus 80x greater than 144,000. So, same thing as before, ibabawas natin yung 80,000 dito para mawala rin yung 80,000 dito. So now we have 80x is greater than 144,000 minus 80,000 is 64,000. We divide both sides by 80 and we will be left with x is equal to, tanggalin na natin agad yung tig-isang zero sa baba at sa taas, and you will be left with 800 kilograms. So anong mali dito? 30% of the people who answered the quiz answered 800. Pero yung 800 ay hindi ang tamang sagot kasi nga, hindi equality ang pinag-uusapan natin. We are actually talking about inequality. So, ibig sabihin nun, the answer, or x, is actually greater than, which is the sign that we have been using since kanina, 800. So, ibig sabihin nun, the harvest has to be more than 800. Or, doon sa ating options, at least 801 kilograms. Hindi pwedeng 800, kasi kung 800 lang ang ma-harvest, then that would just be equal to 144,000. When ang hinahanap natin sa tanong is more money dapat ang makuha sa calamansi kaysa sa lemon. So, yun yung maliliit na details kung saan nahuhulog ang mga tao pagdating sa mga exams. So again, the answer is 801 kilograms. Question number 6, what percentage of the total sales this season could be credited to lemons? Now, may percentage aspect na ito. Naulan na natin from the previous questions kung magkano yung total sales this year. It's 224,000 pesos. Alam din natin kung magkano yung kinita sa lemon, which is 600 times 80 or 144,000 pesos. Now, to know kung anong percentage yan, we can just divide 144,000 by 224,000, or I will show you how I would do it kung nasa test. Ilo-lowest terms ko na lang tong fraction na ito. So, tatanggalin ko na yung tatlong zeros na magka-match. I-divide ko both sa 2. This will be 72 over 112. Pwede uli sa 2. This will be 36 over 56. Pwede uli sa 2. This is 18 over 28 or 9 over 14. Now, this part right here is definitely easier to deal with than this. You can just divide 9 by 14. So, 0. And if nakalimutan nyo na kung paano mag-divide ng decimals or ng smaller number by a bigger number, meron din tayong video niyan. Pakipanood na lang ha. Lagyan natin siyang decimal. Pwede na tayo maglagay ng 0 dito. Ang kasya dito ay 6. Now, 6 times 14 is 84. Ibabawas natin siya dito. Magbababa tayo ng 6 dito. And again, pwede natin siyang dugtungan ng isa pang 0 kasi nasa decimal na era na tayo. 60 divided by 14. Ang kakasya is 4. This will be 56. Babawas natin dyan. This will be 4. Ibababa ulit natin ng isa pang 0. Hindi na kasya ang tatlo. 2 na lang. So, babawas natin dito yung 28. We'll be left with 12. Bababa tayo ng 0 ulit. At dito kasya ang 8. Now, if we make space right here, para dugtungan itong ginagawa natin, 8 times 14 is 112. Maiiwan ng 8. Babagsak tayo ng 0 uli. So again, we're just doing long division dito ha. 80 divided by 14 is 5. And we can stop right there. Kasi, kung mag-round off man tayo sa isang percentage na may 2 decimal points, we have enough information right here. So kung i-rewrite natin, yung sagot, 0.64285. At gagawin ko siyang from decimal to percentage. And again, may video din tayo niyan. Pakipanood na lang ha. We just move the decimal point 1, 2 places, and then add the percentage sign. So here, we have 64.285, or dahil ang 5 ay magiging rounding up na, or magiging 29 na lang ito, yan ang ating sagot. 64.29%. Na kung nakalimutan nyo na rin kung paano mag-round off dahil siya ay madalas ginagamit din sa exams. Meron din tayong video on rounding off numbers. Pwede nyo rin panoorin yun. Okay? So the answer is 64.29%. Question number 7. Last na. If the goal for next season is to sell 300,000 pesos in fruits with the weight of each type being equal, how many kilograms of each fruit do they need to harvest? So again, the goal for next season is 300,000 total sales na manggagaling sa equal na weight ng parehong prutas. So here, you have X, kung gaano karami yung kalamansi. Tapos, at ito yung tricky part, kaya marami yata nagkamali. Ang binigay sa atin na tanong is how many kilograms of each type of fruit do they need to harvest? So we're not talking about what they sell, we're talking about what they harvest. At dahil nga, lagi kang nagbabawas ng 200, magbabawas ka pa ng 200 dito, na siya naman na ibebenta mo at 80 pesos per kilogram for calamansi, dadagdagan natin ng ganun pa rin, X minus 200 na kilograms ng lemon na ibebenta natin ng 240 per kilo, at yan ang magiging equation natin. So of course, you can start solving that. Pwede natin i-distribute yung 80 dito. This will give us 80x minus 16,000 plus, i-distribute din natin 240 dito. You will get 240x minus 48, tas tatlong 0, 48,000. Equal siya sa 300,000 pesos. So, ano nang gagawin natin dito? We'll just combine like terms. Pagsasama-samahin natin yung mga x, pagsasama-samahin natin yung mga numbers. So, magkakaroon tayo ng 80 plus 240x, 320x, minus 48,000 plus 16,000. So, 48 na lang plus 16. Unahin natin yung 10, 58, plus another 6. That would be 64. So, the answer is 64,000. Equal pa rin siya sa 300,000. Again, kung ibabawas ko siya dito, para makancel ko siya, magdadagdag ako ng 64,000. Gagawin ko rin sa kabila, magdadagdag din ako ng 64,000 dito. Or, sa mga millennials dyan, nag-transpose lang tayo, which is yung kabaliktaran nung nasa right side, ginawa natin sa kabila. You'll have 320x is equal to 364,000. I-divide natin both sides by 320. Now, 364,000 divided by 320 is going to give us 1,137.5. So, ibig sabihin nun, kailangan mo ng 1,137.5 kilograms of each fruit. Tapos yung 1,137.5 kilograms na yan, babawasan pa ng tig 200 for each type para makuha mo yung 300,000 pesos. So, gaano kabigat ng each fruit ang kailangan nilang ma-harvest? At least 1,137.5 kilograms. Now, this is where it gets tricky kasi the entire time, nagbebenta tayo ng fruits per kilogram. So, yung 0.5 na yan would actually make a lot of difference kung hindi maibebenta yung 0.5 kilograms na fruit. So, to be safe, and kung makita nyo to sa exam, at wala sa options yung 1,137.5, pero meron kang 1,137 at 1,138, alin ang dapat mong isagot? Now, sa akin, lagi nyong iisipin, pag tayo ay nag-round down, mababawasan yung sagot at posibleng maging lesser than 300,000 yung maging resulta. So, it's best na kung per kilo lang binibenta ang prutas at hindi ka pwedeng magbenta ng kalahating kilo, the answer is 1,138 kilograms. Okay? That's just a little Easter egg that I put in that problem set. I'm hoping that makes sense. At again, kung hindi nyo pa nasagutan yung quiz, at ngayon yung siya nasagutan, I hope everything falls into place. Mas naiintindihan nyo kung bakit yun ang tamang sagot. Okay? Alright, now do you want more? Do you want another problem set na pwede ninyong sagutan for free at i-explain ko din sa video like this? If you want more, comment mo na yung more sa baba. And if we get enough comments saying more, I'll make a new one especially for you. Now don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet para hindi nyo na ma-miss. Kung meron pa kayong gustong aralin, you may want to click on these videos that will pop up right here. And don't forget to like the video kung nagustuhan nyo para mas marami tayong matulungan. So always say never stop learning. Adja kayo niyan. I'll see you in the next video and bye for now.